Hey everyone, Dave Hunt here with Crossrope, back with you today to give you some basic tips to make sure that you get started with your jump rope workouts the right way. So before we get into the workouts, before we get into any of the advanced stuff, I want to go over some basics of technique. I'm going to start with what I call the best kept secret in jump rope training, and that is that heavyweight ropes are actually easier for beginners to use than lightweight ropes. Now the reason why, and it's very important for you to remember this, is because with the weight in the rope you get good feedback when you're jumping. You can feel where the rope is and you learn to control it. So don't be afraid to start out with a heavier rope. The 1 pound rope or even the half pound rope are just fine, and start out with a nice slow bound, slow rotation. Speaking of bound, when people first start jumping, they feel like they need to jump much higher than they do. Now this isn't a full-fledged jump off the ground. In fact, jumping rope is lower impact than jogging and running when you learn how to do it the right way. So you're just going to bounce off the midsole of your foot, slight knee bend, 1 to 2 inches off the ground, and stay relaxed. If you find yourself jumping higher, practice that bounding technique without the rope first, and then slow down the rotation. Now, in terms of arm positioning, it's very important. You want to focus on generating most of the rotation through your wrists and not through your shoulders or your elbows. When you have proper arm positioning, you're going to have your hands positioned about 8 to 12 inches away from your hips, in line with the plane of your body. So if I turn to the side here, you can see that it's in line with my body. My elbows are tucked behind my back. And then when I jump, I'm keeping my hands in that position. And it only takes a little bit of wrist input to keep it rolling. Now I want to show you something on grip. When you're learning to hold the handles, for a light rope or for real slow jumping, it's fine to have this handshake grip with your thumb like this. But this is a much stronger grip position, and this is going to make sure that you don't burn out your forearms or put excess stress on your wrists when you're jumping with heavy ropes. So try those 2 different grips, see what feels comfortable to you. And once again, focus on the basics. If you work on that bound, that proper arm positioning, and you start out with a heavier rope that gives you the feedback, you're going to set yourself up for great success, really effective, really fun workouts.